Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Jed. Kylie's over there in the corner working on his car.
We here.
Thanks for taking a peek at the video. So we're going to explain what's been going on right now. Last video you saw was at the track. We had some issues. There was supposed to be another track video that was coming up. We didn't end up making it to the track. Some other issues arose. So we are here now correcting the issues, and we're going to go over what's been going on tonight. It's been an interesting night. So you got it all relocated, the new axle seal in. We haven't checked if the axle seal is leaking or not. We don't think it should be now. So we started the car. It made like 15 pounds of oil pressure, was all on startup. Not good, shut it off. Threw a new sending unit on for the autometer gauge to see if that corrected it. Like 15 pounds again, not good, shut it off. At this point, we start getting real scared. We're like, okay, what's going on? So we go grab a mechanical oil pressure gauge and put it directly off the housing, start the car, make 70 pounds of oil pressure. Perfect, awesome. Motor's fine, oil pump's fine, no big deal. So now we start pulling it apart. He pulls it apart to figure out why between the oil filter housing and the sending unit for the autometer gauge, something's going on that the pressure is not getting there. They found a cracked fitting. I think that's the problem. So now that's been remedied and it's getting put back together, and we will find out in a little bit if now the gauge reads correctly. Might not, we'll see. But we know now that the motor actually has oil pressure. It was just the gauge isn't reading it because of something between the sending unit and the oil filter housing. And we also checked the wiring, that wasn't a problem. We just grounded the actual sensor wire. If you don't know, the wire from the gauge to the sending unit for like oil pressure or coolant temp with autometer or any of those gauges, if you take that little single wire, the sensor wire, and ground it, the gauge will peg to 100. If it pegs to 100, you don't have a wiring problem. Wiring's fine. It's sending unit or the delivery to the sending unit. So he's gonna get this knocked out here quick, and we'll make sure we got oil pressure. All right, we didn't show it here, but did a quick little startup. Gauge still showed like 15 psi. Something's still going wrong with the relocate right now for the oil pressure sending unit. And we relocated it because it broke off last time, and we looked really close, the intercooler pipe and everything. It didn't hit it. So thinking in the burnout box, the car hopping might have been enough that it caused it to snap off. And this isn't the first time they've been relocated here, but something weird. Yeah, something weird's going on with this one. So we're gonna dig a little deeper here and see what's going on. Since now we know the motor's got good oil pressure, well, there's a foot worth of travel it's gotta go that something's going on. So we're gonna keep digging. All right, track day. We're at the track, make some passes, see what happens. Whoops. It's up on the two-step, left it 7.5 pounds of boost, and it broke the CV. Snapped her clean off. So, and we forgot an axle nut socket to change it, so we went and found some nice guys, a big crescent wrench, so we're gonna try to make do here. We're gonna quick try to switch CV out. Grip was on point, and the two-step was a little too hot. Snapped clean off. All right, CV is now changed, and a couple of his nuts on the exhaust manifold were loose, so we're snugging them up. Somebody broke down out on the track, so they're in the middle of doing that, so we're gonna get this thing ready and go make another hit. dipstick, the O-ring on the bottom is leaking for some reason, which we were like, okay, whatever. We're gonna zip tie a rag around it, you know, just to make sure it doesn't get the track dripped on. But then we noticed there's a slit in one of the hoses off the water pipe. So that ended our day, because the car actually still has coolant in it right now, not water. So we can't risk dripping. If it was water, whatever. We'd rag it, zip tie it, send it. But we're not gonna drip on the track, so we're gonna load her up. We still got 2 more weekends. We got next weekend and the weekend after. So unfortunate, sad day. Yeah, the one pass that went was 12.1 at 126, and the car was turned way down. It ended up being 20 pounds of boost in second and only 26 in third. It still went 12.1 at 126, almost 96 mile an hour to the 8th. So this cool air out here was doing work for how turned down it was. That was lower than it was the Earlville. So, but we're gonna head out, go get some chow, take the next week to get some more of the bugs worked out with the car, and come back and turn it up. I just turned it up, and I didn't even take it out this time. It's turned up, so the next pass it makes next week will be hot right off the trailer. So, took time to watch this. Thank you. Like and subscribe. I'll keep bringing the broken junk at you.